And now to a string of murders terrorizing southeast Michigan in the late 1960s, putting everyone on edge. A terrifying crime spree fading into obscurity until a local filmmaker turned it into a documentary. It's called 1969 Killers, Freaks, and Radicals. It's the tale of John Norman Collins, accused of heinous crimes in the 60s in the twin college towns of both Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti. You can catch two showings of the film August 7th at the Senate Theater in Detroit and August 8th at Michigan Theater in Ann Arbor. So we have filmmaker Andrew Templeton with us this morning. Andrew, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And congratulations on this project. We're so excited to talk about it. Now, John Norman Collins, that name doesn't immediately jump out to people. Tell us a little bit about who this is.
Yeah, to people who lived through the experience, that, can be an instant reaction to that name. Although part of my interest was in a culture that's so big on true crime, this has mostly been forgotten. And he, his outward persona was the clean-cut, all-American fraternity guy, charming, no one could suspect anything. And I think that's been a bit misunderstood.
Yeah, you think that played a role in him and how he moved in the 60s in regards to him being this perfect all-American guy?
Yeah, I mean, the 60s was a, very culturally divisive time period. There was a lot going on, women's movement, civil rights movement, and the counterculture was a focus of, I think, a lot of investigators and people's suspicion compared to someone who seemed to fit the norm.
And so what is he accused of doing? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there was a series of, pretty shocking murders of young women in the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area at the time. And I think traditionally, he's been looked at as a lone killer. And this film really challenges that perception, as I think there's significant reason to believe it was the work of a small group.
And Andrew, you're a filmmaker. What inspired you to pick this story up and show it to this new generation?
Well, I moved to the Ann Arbor area and I read a book called The Michigan Murders about this. And I really was just kind of surprised that I'd never heard of this case when it had happened practically in my own backyard.
And when people head out and take a look at this movie, what can they expect to learn?
Well, as I said, I think it challenges the traditional narrative of the case. I think it looks a little deeper and challenges that perception of Collins as someone who was beyond suspicion. I think people close to him had a lot of suspicions and may have assisted him in these crimes. And I encourage people to come and see the film and make up their own minds.
And given that it did happen decades ago, did you have any trouble finding your interviews and getting those firsthand accounts?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of cold calling, but we were very successful. We got a lot of fascinating people. Larry Mathewson, the detective who broke the case wide open, the former sheriff of Washtenaw County, the fiance of one of the victims who shares his story, as well as a lot of other cultural figures and just people who lived through the time period.
It looks like an exceptional body of work. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on our show, telling us about all of this. And remember, there are going to be two screenings for 1969. Friday, August the 7th at the Senate Theater in Detroit. Saturday, August 8th at Michigan Theater in Ann Arbor. You are not going to want to miss it. You can check out the trailer and buy tickets to the show by checking out the website 1969.com, doc.com rather. Once again, that's 1969doc.com.